Good evening. Welcome to the final day of May. This is the weekly Steelchair, and this is your Watchalong show. Hello everybody, how are we doing? I hope you're doing well. As you can see, it's a new concept show, and make it even better, it's going to be every weekend. So, we are in for a fun one. Alright, Stussy, Guy, Zodiac, hope you're all doing well. We got some fun shows ahead. We got some fun to discuss before we do so, but I need to obviously explain how this is going to work. Sponsored by Pepsi Max. And Pepsi Max. And Pepsi Max Cherry. And Red Bull. Okay. So first of all, if you're watching this and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit Nitro Pepsi, yeah. If you are also here at the channel, obviously please do like this video and share this stream if you can, because it'd be good to get the views up, of course. Pepsi Max Cherry. Absolutely, it's two Pepsi Maxes and a Pepsi Max Cherry. Yes, I've seen Mizawa versus Marufuji. Okay. So let's explain how this works. Every week, starting today, we're going to be doing this special watch-along show. So always continue to give match suggestions. There's some that I'm going to pick, of course. I'm going to watch them live on my other monitor. What I want you guys to do is, if you've got another screen, watch it with me, react in the chat, we go through it together, and then maybe we rate the matches, but we discuss the impact that they had on ourselves and enjoyment of the show. I can't share the screen because you'll know what will happen if I share the screen. I don't have an overlay to do it. If I had an overlay to share the screen to watch the matches with you guys, I would. I don't know how to do it, so that's going to make it harder. So I have to just do it this way. I've had some good suggestions. I've taken them all into consideration. That's a good shout. Another good one. I'm guessing this link is what I think it is. Ah, yeah. The first ever promo. With that amazing somber song. So Zodiac, you asked me to play this and react to it. No problem. No problem. I will gladly react to this one for you, my friend. So, this is the first Kane promo, which is absolutely insane. What's the first promo involving Kane in the build up to WrestleMania 14? And by God, it was top tier. That is correct. It is called Lost Souls. It's a brilliant song. Actually, hold on. This person's video says all video footage and music belongs to the WWE. I do not own anything. I made this for educational purposes. I wonder. Could I use any of it for that reason? Nah, I'll still get hit with copyright because you know those bastards are evil. But let's listen to this promo before we choose our first match. He's alive, Undertaker. Will never fight my own flesh and blood. I will never fight Kane. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Welcome to your worst nightmare. Food monster. Incredible promo video package that is, and I'm gonna say this in the best way possible. Kane's reveal and the whole build up to WrestleMania 14 is the best stuff he's ever done. Oh, it's pure gold. It's on a whole different landscape that you can't compete with. It only has one equal, in my opinion. It only has one equal. Unbelievable. Okay. So, you guys will need to watch them with me, but we're going to do a poll. This is for match number 1. Hello, Paris. I think it's crazy that she's making the jump early. Again, it's her choice. Do I think it's the right call? No, but she's had monumental feud out of Tony Storm. She's had a world title run. She got to headline their main pay-per-view. She's now decided, okay, I'm going to leave. I think she's making a premature mistake. If you must know, I think she's making a very premature mistake. But if she's choosing to go, then I wish her well. But I think it's far too early, far too soon, and I think she's going to come across by many people in the industry. In my opinion, I think she's going to come across as someone that you may or may not want to work with because she jumps production so quickly. I think she's also going to get repackaged very quickly because WWE will not allow two of the same character in their business, in their company. So I'm eager to see what happens. But I wish her well, but I think she's making a premature mistake. Yeah, Cena, Orton, Sheamus, Morrison, R-Truth, CM Punk. Yeah, that one. I'm just making sure I've got it in case you guys choose this one. Okay, now I need to get more votes in. Share this stream, guys. I'm loading up each match that you guys have requested just to ensure some enjoyment. So, Kurt Angle. I'll need to load up from the pay-per-view itself, but luckily TNA put the full pay-per-view on, so I can take it from there. So let me see if I can get it. Right, so it's 1 hour 44 into the pay-per-view. That's fine. And it goes up to 2 hours 11. So that's a very good 30 odd minutes. Well, around 30 minutes. Then I'm going to get Monsters Ball 2005. There we go. 16 minutes 20. Abyss, Jeff Hardy, Rhino, and Sabu. I've seen all these before, so it's great. Oh, by a landslide, it's their best match. Never in doubt. Kenta Kobashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa, January 20th, 1997, the Triple Crown Championship match. 50 minutes. Well, 49 minutes, 13 seconds. Year I was born. So currently leading the polls is Raw Elimination Chamber. Zodiac says AJ Styles Samoa Joe versus the Briscoes. Right, 1 second. What I'm gonna do for everybody. I'm gonna take our prediction spreadsheet. Actually, what I'll do at the same time, I'll share my screen with everybody so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, Sean, how are you? I don't want awfully like the same person in the match though. I want you guys to be creative with your choices. I don't just want the same people. And I will not do a Roman Reigns match before anyone asks. It's not happening. Okay, so in fact, I'll make it. Hold on, let's make it easier. Okay, so yeah, and that's why it's going to be a terrible movie. I wasn't a fan of that match. Can't believe nobody's voting for the Angle match. You guys are horrible. I'm only kidding. Oh no, 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 Stussy, not a chance. All right, Fletch. Concern, Inter Milan are the best team in the tournament, but I'm an AC Milan fan, so PSG. But I think Inter are going to win it. Oh, I'm definitely not doing this. Yeah, this match I'll gladly do. Nobody has a memory like mine when it comes to pro wrestling. Trust me. I knew which match you were talking about. That's going in regardless. I don't care. Any promotion you want. Any promotion. I'll gladly do a Naito match, but Elgin. Ugh. I might do this, but having to say redacted is an awkward thing. Alright, okay. You only get one match involving redacted, by the way. That's it. Yes, only on YouTube. If they're not on YouTube, they're not getting rewatched on here. Pretty much most of these are on YouTube anyway, so don't worry. In fact, I'm going to make this full. So if I make this full screen, I can take myself off the. I can take myself out. So it looks like we're going to be starting with the Elimination Chamber. So. Hello, Fernando. How are you? Daily Motion has its moments. I will gladly include this match. Oh, hold on. We need to get so many matches. Remember, we're doing this every single week. I want some good. I want some old class. I want some WWE matches. I want AEW. I want TNA. I want WCW, New Japan, Stardom if we want to, Noah, ECW. Like they're all on the list. Just don't. I won't. But I'm not listening. I'm not having Velveteen Dream or Marty Scurll, anything like that. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. As long as it's the one where Ziggler beats him, because Christ. What's that? Backlash 2016. Lucha Underground. Depends on who it is though. If it's there's a few in there I'm going to put in. That was Ring of Honor. I know. I'm going to add it in anyway. I've got to add it in. Hold on. I've got a few matches I'm going to add to the list. I don't want any Del Rio matches, bud. I don't want any. Speaking of Christian, absolutely. Right, you're getting one Austin Aries match because the guy's a dickhead. You're only getting one. And just for saying sake, I will include this match just because it's actually a great match to watch. There's some great matches already. Now we need to get some other ones in. So we can't exclude women here. It's got Big Show in it, so meh. We'll do a proper Lesnar match. None of his bullshit with the big slow. Right. What else have we got? Eddie Edwards versus Roderick Strong. I'll let you have that one. But I'm not doing his pathetic tag team partner. Well, his former tag team partner. Cruiserweight Battle Royal. That's a I could get that. To be fair, I have to include this one. Good shout. I personally prefer WrestleMania 25 match to 26. I think 26 is actually not as exciting. Right, another 3 and a bit minutes, and then we're going to start the first match. Oh, okay, I can definitely have that one. Hello, Maria. Speaking of which, this one is actually a great match, so I'm going to do this one as well. That was the Bound for Glory match, correct? I did. I thought they were brilliant. No, I'm not doing that WrestleMania. I'm not doing the matches with Triple H. But I will do this one. Oh, no, 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 not a chance. I'm only doing one Hulk Hogan match. That's it. I'm only going to do one match that involves Hulk Hogan. In fact, no, two. I have to do this one, even though the finish is a pathetic nightmare. Still needs to be said. I still need to cover this match, regardless. We have 56 matches already listed. Actually, no, we don't. Sorry, hold on. That's an exaggeration. 55. Are you sure you want to go with Rude versus Storm at Bound for Glory? Are you sure that's the one you want? Storm versus Harris wasn't particularly good. Like, that was actually crap. I've got a few Terry Funk matches in there, but I'm going to put in this one. I think I've already listed it, but let me see. I haven't yet. I've listed one Terry Funk match that includes the Bret Hart one, so I will gladly do that. That was a great match. If I can find it, I'm going to put this one on. I'm not afraid to bring up excellent wrestling matches. That's the difference. A lot of my suggestions will come into what you guys say as well, so I absolutely will find some bangers. Misawa versus Marufuji we can try, but oh, no chance. Horrible, horrible match. And there's so many shit wrestlers in this. I'll gladly do this one. Right. One more match. Someone else. One more match. I want a suggestion from Maria. I never liked that match, to be honest, dude. I hated it. I want Maria to give a suggestion. Maria gets the last suggestion of the day. Yes, she has a lot of heat. We've got a lot of good matches here. No, Guy, no. I told you, you're not getting it. The last suggestion goes to Maria. You've had a lot of suggestions. Now it's Maria's turn. Let Maria have one. Before we start by watching this Elimination Chamber, which annoyingly that clown wins. Alright, I'll add you into that one as well, my friend. Thanks, Nathan. Good to see you, my friend. So we'll still include Maria's suggestion, but since Nathan's not contributed one yet, I'll take this one for sure. Oh, what an amazing choice, Maria. You've got it. That is one of my favourite TNA matches. Absolutely. I'm glad you did, my friend. We need to determine when our next show is for the World of Football podcast. What else am I going to add? I'm going to go up to 70. So the next couple of matches, I'm going to add a few in quickly. So, uh, this is the last match suggested for now, right? After this, we're going to start. So the last match. Ugh, that's a fuckload of matches. We'll keep adding to this throughout the week. So what I'll do is I'll title this match to rewatch, and then I'll put for this one matches named. Sorry, matches listed. I think we've got some great matches. What do you guys think? And for each match, we'll just change the color from purple to green. And then they'll stay purple until they've completed. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this with me, all you need to do is if you've got another. Absolutely. Yes, we do. If you're watching these with me whilst I commentate, put this up on your other device and we will watch the match together, and I will be your commentator for this evening. So stay back, mute Michael Chode, and let's have some effing fun. Where am I? There we go. So, I've got 3 monitors. I'm going to watch it on this one. Your comments are still coming on the screen. Get your comments in, ladies and gentlemen. And what's that old saying? Oh, yeah. Here we go. So in the match we have John Morrison linking up with Sheamus in the ring, collar and elbow tie up, starts in the turnbuckle. Sheamus gets a headlock early on, Irish whip throws across the ropes, shoulder tackle. Sheamus, classic heel work of course, taunting the smaller but more athletic John Morrison. Again, back to the collar and elbow tie up, waist lock from Morrison, takes an elbow to the face. And a headlock takeover. MJF is probably watching this saying, Darby Allin, I owe you another headlock takeover. Referee for this match, unfortunately, is Scott Armstrong. The video I'm watching from is 34 minutes and 50 seconds. Single-legged takedown from John Morrison with a mounted stance. He's got punches in, ground and pound. Sheamus does like a ground and pound. Add them on the chat for next time. Morrison tries to put Sheamus into the cage, but he hits a good counter. Morrison deflects. A solid 1-to-1 between John Morrison and Sheamus. Morrison goes for a springboard, ducks, but there's the flying chuck. Good move by Morrison. One of the greatest Mania main events. Stussy, I know you're cool, but this is painful. Sheamus with a short arm clothesline, shades of Dutch Mantel and Jake the Snake Roberts. Yes, he should have been. Another short arm clothesline by Sheamus. If I was able to show this on screen, it would be so much fun. I need to find a way to do it. There is a standing enziguri by John Morrison. Here we go. Is he going to land it? Starship Pain? Nope. Sheamus pushes him into the face of the chamber, and down goes Morrison. These commercial breaks can suck my dick. The Raw Elimination Chamber from 2011, the 45-minute video, it's got 1.1 million views. The one I'm watching on's got 1.3 million. Sheamus heavy throws Morrison off the cage. Here we go. Countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our first man to enter. Elimination Chamber 2010. Depends on the brand. Here comes Randy Orton. Clothesline. Another clothesline. Follows up with the third on John Morrison. Ducks. There's a snap power slam. And another one. Power slam, this time on John Morrison. Short arm clothesline. Sheamus over the top rope. Lands on the proper flooring of the cage. Big back body drop. Morrison thrown onto Sheamus. The ginger is down. Ooh, John Morrison thrown through the cage, or the chamber pod. Now Sheamus is getting thrown into the steel mesh. See, this is a proper cage. The shit that WWE use now are an insult. Clothesline back into the ring. You look at it back then. This is before WWE became absolute horseshit. A DDT on the cage. CM Punk obviously staring at Randy Orton like a dog in heat. Morrison tries to sneak the advantage, but he does fail naturally because, quite frankly, that's what Morrison did a lot at this time. He failed. Here comes the infamous Orton stomp, which is literally just stomping key limbs on his opponents. He starts with the arm, then the leg of John Morrison, and moves to Sheamus. Just circling the ring, Randy Orton, but there is the knee drop. Nah, there was nothing interesting about 2011. WWE in 2011 and 2012 were terrible. Orton works John Morrison. He's got him on the top rope, seated position. Are we going to get a suplex? Yes. Here comes superplex. Lovely, lovely classic move. Cover. Uno. Dos. Kick out. The first cover of the match. Randy Orton puts up the Ginger Warrior. We'll see if I allow it. I don't want too many matches that involve John Cena because, after all, he can't wrestle. Lovely superplex from Orton on Sheamus. The crappy Miz looking on the TV monitor. Horrible champion. 2 count only on the Ginger. Here comes the count. Orton is standing in front of CM Punk. And it is CM Punk. Here we go. Punk is trying to get Randy Orton, but he's stuck between the chamber pod. Referee Mike Chioda has got him stuck, and Orton is just casually staring through him, and it's actually really kind of funny. CM Punk is stuck, and now he's landed in the Orton is landing the punches. Working the body, Randy Orton on CM Punk. An RKO already on CM Punk. And CM Punk is eliminated. And before you ask, yes, CM Punk did get squashed in this match. Nine minutes 40. Terrible. Not tonight, no. Oh, great. Michael Cole, what the fuck does he want? I am currently on 10 minutes 40. CM Punk has been reinstated into the match, and he gets to come in later. This was bad creative from WWE. This was bad creative. Will that be for the next stream? We're going to get through all these first. I think it's only fair. That's correct. He got squashed twice. Like, let's be real, guy. We've got 68 matches listed here. I think it's fair that we've got to get through the 68 first. Randy Orton working on Sheamus. He's incensed. Irish whip. Reverse. Randy Orton, a botched knee. Sheamus fires back. An Irish curse backbreaker. Into the cover. 1, 2. And a kick out. Sheamus, all sweaty, getting red. Matches his hair colour. John Morrison gets a kick and gets shoved for his troubles. Sheamus, I believe he's going for... Yeah, he's going for his power bomb. Ducks down. RKO. Countered. Bro kick. Ducks under the way. There's a flying chuck. Yeah, it's because I don't have YouTube Premium. I used to, and then I got rid of it. Running clothesline from Sheamus knocks down John Morrison. Again, Sheamus takes him outside of the ring onto the chamber floor. Wincing his face against the cage. Back when WWE used a real cage, and now it's a bloody safe mesh of crap. John Morrison's thrown into the back of the cage. Will it be Punk again, Truth, or John Cena? It's Cena. Here we go. And he gets kicked for his troubles. I look back fondly at this time. It reminds me of WWE 12. Well, some of it was just really bad. Really bad. This cage match was one of them. But I can see that because of some of the talent. Yep. Cena's in with his purple Fruity Pebbles clothes. Sheamus with heavy offense on Cena, who I believe at this time was a 6-time champion. I think he was a 6-time world champion at this point. Sheamus has got him in the corner. Irish whip, heavy. Tries a running body splash but fails. Cena. Attitude adjustment on John Morrison. No, Morrison lands on his feet. And there's a Dragon Sleeper neckbreaker. Oh, that crowd was incredible. I don't think he was 8 at this point. I think it was 6 or 7. Was it 9? Hold on, let me get this in my head. WrestleMania 21, Royal Rumble, TLC, he held that for over a year. Survivor Series 2009, WrestleMania 25, sorry, Survivor Series 2008, WrestleMania 25. Yeah, all the times with Cena and Orton. Yeah, 9. Put it all in my head, cash it back. Sheamus with a shoulder tackle over the ropes, but he forgets. Sheamus, who hits him with a clothesline, brings him back into the ring. So much repeated offense. Orton standing punches on the Ginger, who fires back with a kick, now punch of his own. Yeah, back and forth with Batista, so many of it. Clothesline ducked. Orton with the weakest Lefez press you'll ever see. Hits a knee drop on Ginger in the cover. 2, kick out. Orton, Sheamus. And that was one of the worst title wins and title matches and title reigns and worst champions to win it from. Cena versus Punk. Their 44-minute video is 5 million views. What the fuck? Sheamus is locking up. Oh, double kick, but Morrison gets the worst of it. Here we go. Will it be truth or will it be CM junk? I will not show an Alberto Real match on this channel. I will not. Here comes R-Truth. That man was disgraced heavy. Sheamus tries to attack him, but he ducks. R-Truth with a flurry of punches on Ginger. Or as I call him on the list, is Oddball. Oddball versus Ginger. Sheamus kicks Oddball to the mat. There's a hip toss. Oddball enters the ring. Clothesline on Orton. Oddball. Sit down facebuster. Jeff Hardy does it better, mate. Just saying. Up again. There's the Osaka street cutter. And there's that running, spinning shoulder tackle. Yeah, they didn't put him in it, which is stupid. And R-Truth's eliminated by one brogue kick. Yeah, he is nearly always eliminated first, that is correct. Good offense by R-Truth, then he gets put to the curb. Really poor. Predictable. And he's the only black man in this match. When there was other good talents here, why wasn't there another one? We are down to 5. John Morrison kicking Ginger whilst he's down. Not a real man. Ground and pound. Orton linking up with Cena. Into cover. Armstrong slow as always. 2 count. Yeah, he fell off badly at this point. Triple H versus Punk, no, it was horrible. And one of the worst matches of the summer. It was a disgrace. Morrison in full control of Sheamus here. There's a kick to the back of the head. Orton lands some punches on Morrison. Through the chamber pod. Good spot there. The booking always sucked. The promos actually delivered. The match was fucking ridiculous. Here we go. Chenna and Orton. Punches to punches. Careers to careers. Boredom to boredom. There's a drop kick. Chenna, Orton, you should know better. Chenna's going to kick out of that. It feels quite good to sit and do this. Here we go. Standing. Stomp on the hand. Now stomp on the face. Who doesn't forget what Morrison does to Sheamus, to be fair? Here comes CM Punk. Randy Orton looking at his wristband because he thinks he's stone cold. Oh. Attitude adjustment countered our Randy Orton with an RKO on Cena on the cage. The cage floor. CM Punk laughing at the former WWE champion. Sheamus. Bro kick. Randy Orton hits the door. Yeah, he was. They bottled him. CM Punk tries to eliminate Randy Orton. But Orton kicks out. Of course he is. Punk puts Orton in the ring. Leaps in because he doesn't want to go through the ropes like a normal person. CM Punk doing the Randy Orton RKO taunt. Punk is coiled. Punk is feeling it. He's going for the GTS. And he lands it. In the cover. And Orton's eliminated. The WrestleMania dream of Randy Orton ends at the hands of CM Punk. Absolutely. Reverse Flash level planning and the perfect performance as well. Yeah, Morrison was good in this match. We are down to 4. Punk, Cena, Ginger, and Morrison. Running knee, CM Punk hits Cena in the face. He won't feel it because we know CM Punk, John Cena does like a fucking Superman bollocks. CM Punk running knee on Ginger. Goes for the Bulldog. Sheamus counters, throws him into the chamber. And there's that double-handed attack to the face of CM Punk. How about an ice cream bar? I'm going to change this one to green, just because we're going through this match anyway, so I'll change this to green. That is true. Morrison runs at Sheamus, hits that kick to the head. Up to the top rope, scaling to the top of the chamber pod. Sheamus follows suit. Oh, trips. Morrison is tripped up on the top of the chamber. Morrison kicks Sheamus down from the top. Here we go. Here we go. What do you mean? Here we go. Morrison is scaling the cage. Like Spider-Man. It helps that he does parkour. It's actually believable from John Morrison. Morrison ready to drop. And there's the crossbody. And there's the free. No, this isn't a football channel. Good to see you, mate, but this isn't a football channel. And I'm not doing a watch along for the Gulf State versus Inter Milan. I don't want to pay myself. We'll see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was a good spot, though. We are down to 3, though. Punk, Miz's favourite, Morrison, and John Cena. I'm not even watching the Champions League final. CM Punk is coiled. His eyes are firmly on Cena. The anger. Cena ducks. Here comes the 5 moves of Crappy Doom. Or as I call it, the 5 moves of Scrappy Doo. Rightly so, I did as well. I used to have an elimination chamber years ago. I don't know what happened to it. No, not really. 5 knuckle shuffle. Connects. Cena follows. CM Punk is rolled outside onto the cage floor. Scoops up Fireman's carry position, going for the attitude adjustment, but there's Morrison. Double axe handle. All 3 men still down, but CM Punk is slowly making his back to his feet first. He does make an attempt to pin. That's a 2 count. Again, through another chamber pod, John Morrison hits his knee and the chamber glass smashes. Punk has Cena. A knee, float over. 1, 2, kick out. A head scissors. Crafty move. And credit to Morrison for doing it. Not many had the balls to do it. Head scissors though. Locked in on Cena. And there's those vicious elbows from Fragile Phil. Cena's trying to maintain some grip, trying to force Punk off and rolls over to his knees. Using that strength, overrated strength of Cena. Electric chair position. Doomsday device. There's a botch. That is correct. Not enough for free as Morrison doesn't get the pinfall. That's because Michael Cole is a spanner. John Morrison wrestling with one knee. He is in trouble. There's an attitude adjustment on Morrison. CM Punk locks in. There we go. Cena head face first from a slingshot. Two seconds, guys. No, that's not true. That's a slingshot there, but Morrison did counter. He is still wrestling on one knee. He is in trouble. Starship Pain. And he missed. Lands on the knee. Punk. Same way he won the ECW title. Boom, GTS. In the cover. 3. We are down to 2 with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Attitude adjustment. Grabs the ropes. CM Punk using his strength. But he is thrown outside of the ring. And this Mania was still worse. Cole and Lawler was awful, but this Mania was worse than 27. WrestleMania 27 is the third worst Mania of all time. Miz holding the title like he thinks he's important. Oh, that's because they're stupid. Cena trying to get back to his ropes, claiming he's taking a lot of pain, but we all know that John Cena is a fake Superman, so he ain't exhausted. It's just bullshit. Injury to CM Punk. Yeah, the final sequence was awful. Let's rewind it. Because there's your free count. A free count at the very end of the match on the outside. Very, very poor. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's your first match. What was cool? Anytime Cena won, it wasn't cool. This cage match wasn't bad. Could have been better. Like, it could have been better. But it wasn't awful. Ah. Right. In between each match, we will do a quick little review and just say, simply put, fuck John Cena. Wrong man won the match, as per usual. But there were some good sequences throughout. R-Truth and John Morrison were probably the most entertaining. It's not even a gimmick, it's just Vince sucking his dick. I think the Misawa match will probably be the best. What, from tonight's stream? You think so? Do you even know what match is up next? What I'm actually doing as well is I'm actually going to skip all the entrances for the videos so we can get the match started officially for each one. So that's 4 minutes 29. Now I need to get this back. Let me just skip the entries on this one. Three minutes 22 here. Monsters Ball is not the next match. No one announced Kurt Angle better than Dave Penzer. No one. But our next match, ladies and gentlemen, is from Genesis 2009. You have to put it on the pay-per-view. 1 hour 45:22 if you want specifically. We have Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett, 2009 Genesis. Bree woo, bree woo. Here we go. It's better than their Bound for Glory match, and that match is incredible. What I'll do just before we start off is for anyone that's watching, there you go. The link directly to the match, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching it with me, and I've got it directly to the start of the match. I've put it in the link for you, Stussy. 1 hour 46:24. Oh, his theme song in TNA was amazing, but his original version was better. Yes, it is by far Kurt's most personal feud. Here we go. We are underway. A brawl. A Genesis brawl. Jeff Jarrett with the early control. Punch to the face. Angle is down. Angle went back to the trainers at this point, which was the best thing he ever did. A strong Irish whip. Another strong Irish whip. This was one of the best matches TNA had in 2009 alone. Here we go. Irish whip from Jarrett. Reversed by Kurt. Sleeper hold. Old-fashioned move. But since it's no disqualification, Jeff Jarrett with a low blow. Electric chair. Bang. This was way before Orlando's Screwjob. A year exactly. Jeff Jarrett runs, clothesline, and Angle is knocked to the floor. The best commentary team by far. No, Kurt did not take steroids. Yeah, Rhino is pissed. Rhino got attacked by the Mafia before this. But he still wrestles Rhino. But no, Kurt did not take steroids in TNA. Rhino crashing out, exactly. Rhino versus Sting was the main event of this show. The wrong decision. Jeff Jarrett in full control. Right into the cage. Well, the cage barricade. Steel barricade. A beer to the face. Ultimate disrespect by the 12-time NWA WCW World Heavyweight Champion to the then 13-time World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle. Go fuck your ad breaks somewhere else. Jarrett tries to get back in the ring. Angle regains composure. Clothesline. Goes flying face first into the steel cage barricade. Sting versus Rhino was the main event. Oh wait, no, it was the main event Mafia bullshit when it should have been Rhino Sting. Either way, it was still bad. This should have been the main event. Kurt Angle has completely snapped. I don't care what anyone says at this point. WWE could not match TNA at this point. Angle has him hooked. Vicious suplex. Cover. Referee Slick Johnson not wearing shorts because this is when he got told to stop wearing them. I know that was the main event. That's what I'm saying. Like that, the main event that was supposed to be the main event was Sting Rhino, but they changed it. They changed the order. 2 quick covers by Kurt. Both kickouts by Jarrett. Yeah, he came back to wrestle on the team with Christian Cage. And yeah, he wasn't sure if he was able to keep going. Was his character confidence worthy? And then he thought, actually, you know what? I can come back and do this because the fans believed in me. No one's paying to see Booker T and Scott Steiner in the main event over this. But that's a funnily good point. Heavy headlock by Kurt. Jarrett elbows. Irish whip counter in the opposite corner. There's a botch. Overhead belly to belly suplex. Kurt Angle, undisputed best in the world at this point. No one was on his level. Closest was AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Those were the 4 best in the world at this time, in my opinion. Angle, European uppercut, and down goes Jarrett. Kurt, headlock position. Slick Johnson doing his job. At this point, no. Even though Bryan Danielson was incredible at this point, Kurt was still leaps and bounds ahead. Bear in mind, this is January 2009. I'm like, Danielson became even better 6-7 months into 2009. Even though he was already amazing. Like Desmond Wolfe as well. Jarrett being destroyed. Angle slam countered. And an arm drag. Jarrett on the ropes. Over top, big back body drop. And Angle lands to the floor. Very good. Very good match. Here comes Jarrett. Suicide dive, but there's a botch. Yep, on the concrete. This was an unfortunate botch here. And I'm going to say this. Jarrett can't get the leap on it, but Angle's so far away. Angle's in full control now. I loved the TNA announce table position in this match. It was perfect. Jarrett threatening the referee. Here we go. Get that ring bell. Ring bell off the face. I don't care. I'm going to say this as well. This is my favourite ever commentary team. Mike Tenay and Dom West. Fuck Dixie Carter. The blood flowing off the face of the King of the Mountain. Vicious punch to the face. Straight punches. Logan Paul has star power. Jeff Jarrett is completely busted open. Much better than the shitty podcast. Angle is on a roll. But there's a DDT, but he didn't get all the body positions, so it's a slight awkward landing here. Back when referees didn't wear gloves like the pussies that they are now. Angle is now bleeding as well. The TNA entrance ramp in this match was beautiful. It's just a shame that Angle didn't get his trademark entrance. He didn't get that at 3 back-to-back pay-per-views. Nothing written with being sanitary, absolutely. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being sanitary, but they got ruined at this point. Jarrett did get a slight injury, yes, but nothing too serious. This wasn't even Jeff's best match in 09, by the way. Here we go. On the edge. Near the pyrotechnics. Punches after punches after punches. One more. Angle slam. Through the table. Here come the fans. Oh. In 09, the Fatal 4-Way Sacrifice. Fighting on the stage, 6 stars guaranteed. Angle is wrecked, but Jeff Jarrett is absolutely destroyed. This match was phenomenal back then. I love the selling from both men as well. Angle crawling to the ring. Crimson Mask indeed. Jeff Jarrett trying to get back to his feet. slowly. Classic veteran move. You don't see a lot of this now in any company. Dom West selling it too. Dom West was amazing. He doesn't get his flowers. He does by me though. Him and Mike Tenay were my favourite commentary team. Here comes Jarrett. He's now back on the entrance ramp. Slowly but surely getting back to the ring. Angle leaning on the ring apron. No countouts obviously because there's no disqualification. Not really. Because even though I know some of the story, I don't know all of it, and I'd rather not know. Frankly, that's their life, so I don't want to indulge it. But here we go. There's about 10 minutes left of this match. Angle is now back in the ring. Jeff is making it back. Sliding back in, here we go. We are nearly at 1 hour 55 into this stream, and it's been incredible. The rage of Jarrett. The rage of Angle. Both men hate each other, but which is the best part of wrestling. Here we go. Here we go. This is, here we go, the back and forth. That's because morons don't appreciate good commentary. Here comes the flurry. Kurt Angle goes south. There's a clothesline. And another. And a free. Kick to the gut. Double underhook. Pedigree. That was not a double arm DDT, Mike Tenay. That was a double underhook pile driver, commonly known as the pedigree. WWE's too corporate and advertising heavy, whilst AEW attempts stuff like this, but at times comes off as ironic and sincere. Yeah, TNA always got it right, in my opinion, at this time. Jeff Jarrett, knee to the gut. He's going for the stroke. Don't have one. Reversal, ankle lock. What a beautiful sequence. Look at the severe selling of pain. This is beautiful. Jarrett leaning for the ropes. Remember, this is no disqualification. Ankle's got him. What a beautiful camera shot. In full HD. Jarrett rolls over. Angle outside of the ring. Angle is completely shocked. Incensed. Steelchair in hand, our sponsor. Angle. Slick Johnson's trying to stop him. Misses. There's a drop kick. Couldn't even put Kurt or Jeff in the thumbnail. Had to be Mick Foley. I agree. Here comes a stroke. Lands. 2 count. I love how Jarrett goes like this after the stroke. I'm glad that he came back to the ring for this. This was so good. Here we go. Jarrett's going for a superplex. Mick Foley and TNA is cursed. I agree. Orange Cassidy's kicks, fuck me. They are horrible. Here comes the superplex. Angle. Counter in using his strength. Both men weighed the same as well, which this actually is the perfect weight balance. Here comes Angle. Top rope. Leaps. Missile drop kick. Kick to the gut. Angle slam. Got him. Kick out. Great referee cover by Slick Johnson. Remember, Velvet Sky's not out here, mate, so try and keep it in your pants. Straps are down. Ankle lock. Jarrett rolls over, kicks off. Angle runs, charge, shoulder into the ropes. A couple of the best ones: Kurt Angle, James Storm, Samoa Joe. The only thing I never had was a title, which I'm trying to get my hands on. I'm trying to get hands on a few, like the classic TNA World title, the original design, the old X Division title. I'm trying to get my hands on them. Jarrett going for the guitar shot. Here we go. Forget the roll up. The most destructive move in wrestling. Low blow. Beautiful timing by Kurt Angle. This is professional wrestling at its best. Angle. Here we go. The Olympic bald medalist is incensed and ready to strike. And he picks up a steel chair. Nice. I did have a few machine guns once. Kurt Angle playing to the crowd. Cheers for the guitar, boos for the steel chair. Kurt drops the guitar. At the fans, of course. Right in the back of the head. Cover. Kick out by Jarrett. Kurt has Slick Johnson by the neck. Rage from Angle here. That is pure rage. Enziguri. Kurt drops. Ankle lock. Will Jarrett tap out? Come on, Kurt. Grapevine. Kurt's got full lock on Jarrett here. He's still holding on. He's refusing to tap out. Pure will and determination. He's trying to regain his balance. Roll over. Victory roll. Kick out. Angle straight back up. Stalking Jarrett. Ankle lock. Nope. Because there from the Angle slam is a DDT. Jarrett is getting a buzz. Oh yeah, it was really poorly designed, like. Beautiful DDT, and here comes the guitar. It's a broken guitar, but it's still a guitar. Oh, never mind, here comes the Steelchair. A word from our sponsor. Here comes Jarrett. One-legged wonder. Bang! Creams his face. That's for a different website, Dom West, thank you. Jarrett for the cover. Kurt Angle rolls over. Free! Kurt Angle victorious. Beautiful match that was, ladies and gentlemen. That was 22 minutes, 13 seconds. Perfect match, perfect timing, really loved it. I'd done it all after earlier on, so you are all managing moderators. How broken does the guitar need to be before it's no longer a guitar? When there's nothing left. Interesting choice of words. I mean, I am, of course, just filling in the words that Dom West says. I'm just adding a little bit to it. Ladies and gentlemen, that match is simply one of the best you'll ever watch, but it's not the best match of Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle, in my opinion, but it's an exciting contest. Oh yeah, but the good thing is the roll-up made sense in this match anyway. It actually fulfills purpose, that's what I like about it, compared to most times when it's just really crap. At least this one stands out. Ladies and gentlemen, your next match. As always, I've got your timestamp. Here you go. Your next match is considerably short, but it's a Fatal 4-Way Monsters Ball. This is part of Rhino's triple performance of the night. Oh, it does compete. It's better than the main event. So much better. That match as well really was so damn awkward in terms of how they done it. Okay, here we go. Modest to the top, but will Jeff Hardy win? Here we go. Hardy tries to scale to the top. Rhino goes after him. Sabu in control of Rhino. Over the top rope. Over the top dive from the enjoyment. Here we go. Falls count anywhere. This has got the best spot regardless. What do you consider Jeff Hardy's best singles run? Uh, 2010, 2012. Trust me, we're not. Here we go. Abyss has Jeff Hardy, Sabu, with Rhino in the amongst the fans. Sorry. Oh, it was great. Sabu is busted open already. This was the best version of Abyss before they turned him into a fucking pencil. This was an underrated Jeff Hardy run as well. Sabu's right eye is covered in blood. Jeff Hardy, scales, diving move, double sledge, and down goes Abyss. Abyss versus Jeff Hardy, Full Metal Mayhem is another underrated match as well. TNA fans in 05 were unbelievable. Yes, it's January 1997. Sabu is kicking seven shades of shit out of Rhino. Father James Mitchell at ringside, snorting some coke. Not on this show. This show also had Ultimate X as well. Jeff Hardy empties the trash can with all the weapons. Chair shot thrown at the face of Rhino. Hardy has a kendo stick but drops it. Abyss in control of the charismatic Enigma. Here comes Sabu with a chair. Lines it up. Runs. There's a splash. Very true. Abyss laying in some punches on Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy looked so cool at this time. Irish whip. Whisper in the wind. Jeff Hardy should have been X Division champion, or at least a one-time TNA World Champion at this point. Well, NWA champion. Here we go. Shock treatment, torture rack. Good move by Abyss. That was an underrated move as well. Sabu for the cover. Only one count. Here comes Rhino back in the ring. Rhino. Straight punch to the face of Sabu. Rhino with a chair. Whack on Abyss. Whack on Sabu. And another one for Abyss. There we go. Poetry in motion. Lovely. He was, but not at this point when he should have been. He should have been at this point. Sabu, classic leg drop with the chair. Kendo stick. Yes, because the match we've just watched was better, even though the match we're going to watch next is great. Lovely. Rhino setting up the gore. Caught him. Choke slam. On the chair. Kick out. This was, I think, if you look at it in terms of success, Jeff Hardy's second run in TNA was better, but the most enjoyable run is his first run. Jeff Hardy. Outside the ring, Sabu has a table. Now he's got his towel wrapped round the neck of Abyss. Towel is now out. I always found it weird that he would wear a towel in the back of his cargo jeans. Ladder's out. A power belt from a Rhino. Well, a weight belt, sorry, not a power belt. I don't think Orton and Punk are in the best conversation now, but Logan Paul, I don't know. I think that's a bit of a reach, my friend. Jeff Hardy is laid out. Abyss has control. Another table. You know what's coming though. The best spot of 2005. The absolute best spot of the entire year. Now a second table. Chair shot. Jeff Hardy has Abyss on the two tables. You know what's coming. Here we go. The craziest bastard alongside Sabu. Speaking of Sabu, chairs lined up on the side of the ring. Rhino's on the table. Leg drop through the table. Beautiful match. Entertaining as fuck. And it's extreme stuff done well. It's not an extremely insulting match as well. But 5 minutes left. Jeff Hardy is climbing the set. Climbing the production set. The ultimate swanton bomb. Boom. Insane. There's no stapler. That was my favorite moment of 2005, apart from AJ Styles' cage match win. Sabu going for the camel clutch, no effect. Now he's got the chair again. You know what he's going to try? Rhino kendo stick. He was going to go for his springboard moonsault, but fails. Now, these are proper fans. This is awesome done properly. Rhino, Irish whip, reversal, face first into the setup chair in the turnbuckle. Springboard, moonsault. Here comes Abyss. That's because the fans would have killed them. Here comes Jeff Hardy. He's back to his feet. Another table. Abyss back to his feet, full power. Table set up across the turnbuckle. Here comes Sabu. He's got a chair in his hand. Actually, I'm going to add one match to the list. I'm going to add Barbed Wire Massacre, the proper one. And Sabu thrown through the table. Here come the tacks. Rhino with a gore. Yeah, I've watched them all, yeah. Right, I've added Barbed Wire Massacre to the list. This match is oh yes it is. Sabu is out. Abyss is out. Jeff Hardy punching Rhino. Straight elbow to the face. Rhino's up on the top. You know what he wants though. Jeff Hardy goes up to meet him, but Rhino, it's all over here. This is it. Rhino driver. Wow. Top rope Rhino driver. Who was the first to do the tax? In America, I believe the first to do tax, I think, might have been the original Sheik. I think it might have been. I think Sheik did it before Flair. I think. Obviously, the ones that made it popular were obviously the likes of Funk and Sabu and Mick Foley, where they made it a whole different level. The Deathmatch Kings. But I think it might have been Sheik. If not, then Flair, would he have done? I don't think Flair would have been the first. But that right there was an example of you let them do things the right way and you enjoy it. You let them have fun. You don't fuck about. And the fans got to enjoy it as well. And we're at 2 hours 20. The next match is going to take us up to 3 hours. So who knows? We might get the final 4 after this. So I'm actually going to check if I can find the final 4 on here. Flair did tax briefly. Is the final 4 on YouTube? Yes, it is. 31 minutes. I'm still going to add in. I know put Brett versus Stone Cold in the Fatal 4, the Survivor Series, but I'm going to add in Brett versus Steve Austin at I Quit, and I'm doing the Iron Man match. I know people aren't going to like it, but I'm doing that Iron Man match. Hey James, that's alright, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to add in Brett versus Stone Cold and then SummerSlam 1992. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Mania 10. Hiya Nick, how you doing, buddy? Right, the final 4's up next. Oh, the final 4's not next. The final 4's going to be last. In WWE? No, I don't. What was that? 3-0. Wow. Inter Milan are getting royally destroyed then. I'm surprised. Their season's collapsed. Got a lot of good Bret Hart matches in here. What else am I adding? I would add something else. What was I going to add? I've got Brett versus Steve Austin, Survivor Series and WrestleMania 13. I've got Brett versus Bulldog. I've got Brett versus Owen Hart, Mania 10. You know, I'll leave it at that just now, and I'll see if I can come up with any more matches. So I'll cover those in black. Ladies and gentlemen, after we do the next 2 matches, I will show you the list of matches we have. And if you want to add more, we'll do it in the next couple of streams. So I will put in, if you've got multiple, as I've said, if you're watching these with us, I'm your commentator. I'm going to send in the next match. If you've got another device, put it on there whilst you're watching on the channel. The next match, I'm going to give you the timestamp. 4 minutes 29. This is from 1997, Kenta Kobayashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa from 1997, Triple Crown. Oh, I fucking hate it. I hate it. That was a disgrace. Okay, here we go. We've got this one, then we've got the final 4 match. I'm going to take a 30-second break. I'm going to need one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a lengthy one. From 4 minutes 29 up until 46:43. Here we go. I've done better. I'm worse. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. This match is fucking violent, by the way, in terms of like straight shooters. Two of the best in the world. Two of the best ever. Here we go. Stare down. This is match number 4. We've done... I'll pause this just now. So this is what we've done so far. Let me just share the screen. So I'm going to mark this one in green because we're now doing this one. Up next is one of my personal favourite multi-man matches. We've got a mixture of matches from across the decades. We've got a lot of great ones here, and we're going to go through all of them. This is going to be every single weekend. Like, this is your weekly Steelchair weekend event, and this is your thumbnail if you haven't seen it. I think that's one of the best thumbnails I've ever designed. Absolutely, James, I agree with you. It was brilliant. We've got so many to go through. We have all the way down to line 75. So we have a grand total of 71 matches, I believe, already listed on the list. Yeah, no, 72, sorry. I can't even, no, I won't know. Aye, 72 matches. to get through so far. But we'll keep adding more and more each day. So next weekend is Money in the Bank, so it'll be the Sunday. In fact, no, it won't be, because I'll be reviewing Money in the Bank on the Sunday with Jamie. But if anyone else wants to join next week, you're more than welcome. So we'll do the next one the 9th of June. I've paused it for now, yes, just so I can discuss with James. So the next one is the 9th of June. Oh, lovely. There's one thing I do best is I absolutely listen and enjoy what I do with the audience. But anyway, I'm going to stop sharing and we get back to the action. Shoulder tackle from... Here we go, forearm strikes. Irish whip. Single-legged drop kick. And there's a basement drop kick. Speed. Suicide dive to the outside. That was a great classic. Don't worry. There's a back suplex from the apron. Thanks, James. 2 count only. Double underhook. Counter. Yeah, it has helped. It has helped the Vault channel, I admit. Some shots to the back. Irish whip. What a rollover. Double roll. There's a chop to the face. Forearm. Side kick. Leaping DDT. 2 count. Is it 4-0 PSG? Wow. Tottenham are going to get absolutely destroyed in the Super Cup. To everyone is watching, welcome to the stream. This is your classic pro wrestling watch-along stream. Inter Milan have had the best defence in the Champions League all season. They're getting ripped apart in the final. That's mental. Here we go. Back in the ring. Oh, it was a beautiful clothesline. Both men circling each other. Classic old school wrestling. Gut kick. There's a chop. Luis Enrique is an incredible manager. To think Man United nearly had him and bottled it. Spinning back chop to the back of the head. Amazing offense. Oh yeah, that's exactly why they done it. Suplex counter. There's a running knee strike to the gut. Irish whip. Maintains the grip. Knee to the gut. And again. Russian leg sweep. Cover. Kobashi was absolutely brilliant in this match, but Misawa is a perfect opponent for him. Kobashi with a knee strike, now a stomp to the ribs, shorthand grip. Kobashi. Oh yeah, but 100%. Vicious knife edge chop by Kobashi. It does a little bit. There's a forearm strike, but a running kitchen knee to Misawa. Two hours, 34 minutes, and it doesn't feel like it. Kobashi again, grip of the hand, lifts up Misawa into the turnbuckle, body shot, and there's this flurry of punches. Strength. There's the face first front suplex. He's got the stretch. Here we go. There you go. Stretching him. Yeah, Triple H versus Angle is actually a very good title match. Kobashi in full control. I recommend subscribing to this channel, guys, if you like Puroresu Japanese wrestling. It's a good channel to follow. And TH14. That's because he kept close shape of himself. Japanese wrestlers look after themselves better than American and European talent, in my opinion. Kobashi, another knee strike. TH14, Covalent TV, Graps TV, TH14, Classic Puroresu, The Vault, Weekly Steelchair, Mid Podcast are the best channels on YouTube, and Wrestling Bios. Bow and arrow, elbow into the waist. That's how you properly do it. The fans are chanting for Misawa. I've always liked the bow and arrow stretch. Real wrestling. Yeah. Absolutely. Another knife edge shot. Misawa. Little hip toss. No, it's okay. I want everybody at the end of the show to drop matches in the comments, and I'll add them afterwards. That is the real bow and arrow stretch. Is he going to reverse it? I'm so glad that I skipped it. This is a real test of strength. Oh, I know. He was incredible. Here we go. What a drop kick. There's a shoulder tackle, but he counters it with a forearm strike. Perfect timing by Misawa. I'm definitely going to add some Deonna Purrazzo matches to the list just out of pure bias. And Bull Nakano. There's the Tornillo drop kick. Underrated move, by the way. I know he had a match with Joe. I loved it. I think I'm going to rattle a few football fans with what I've just tweeted. Misawa in full control. There's the elbow. Two, kick out. Camel clutch. Yeah. The rematch from Unbreakable was perfect. Even Styles versus Daniels. I'm going to add that as well to the list. Their singles match at Final Resolution. His frog splash was good, yes. A very unique headlock. I think this is the biggest Champions League. Yeah, this is the biggest Champions League win of all time. I have seen it, yeah. In fact, I can't really do that. It won't let me show it properly. Never mind. Here we go. Chop. All them chops. Misawa kicks Kobashi into the cage, goes for the jump, misses. Misawa is fucked. Still got another 25 minutes to go. There we go. Heavy forearm strike. All Out 2019 was brilliant. He had Full Gear as well, remember? Full Gear 2019 as well. Moxley as well got it, was quality. To think it took 31 years to eclipse Barcelona versus AC Milan Champions League final when Capello's men destroyed Barcelona 4-0. How funny is it the team that has to be on the end of records being broken is Inter Milan? Kobayashi running knee. Couple of gut kicks. There's a middle base drop kick. Yeah, he's running to Saudi now. I'm disappointed he's going to Saudi, but fuck me. He's gone trophyless. Crazy. Oh, Misawa's arm on the steel barricade, and Kobayashi just hits a standing leg drop on him. This was very good wrestling. To think in the same, only 8 months later, in the space of 8 months, you had this great match. You had Brett versus Stone Cold at Mania 13. You had Taker versus Brett at SummerSlam. And you had Taker versus Mankind at Revenge of the Taker as well. And you had Brett versus Terry Funk. Crazy. Even without the stupid ending, you've got Montreal and Starrcade and Halloween Havoc. There we go. Arm wringer off the shoulder. It's all Kobashi at this point. Exactly. It's crazy. And they won the Champions League without buying officials. Actually, I'm going to tweet that. There we go. Arm breaker. I actually fear if Marseille fans find my tweet. He's gone for a cross arm breaker. But Kobashi's got his hands locked. What a match this has been. Two count. Misawa just gets the shoulder up. Going for another arm breaker off the other shoulder this time. Misawa is being absolutely destroyed. Going for the fourth. There we go, a fourth arm breaker. Here comes Misawa. Forearm strike, trying to make a comeback. There's a fifth arm breaker. There you go. Inside out with a suplex. Arm bar. Is he going to tap? Misawa's in big trouble. Kobashi's rotated the hand as well. Excellent matchup. Seriously incredible match this has been. We've only been going 23 minutes. Misawa's right arm is absolutely busted to like its means. Like he's absolutely tore it. How is everybody? Are you enjoying the stream? Do you like the concept? I'm really enjoying this. Kobashi has another armbar on Misawa. Misawa's had little to no offense for the past 5-6 minutes. It's been all Kobashi. Like, this is how you do it. This is what I like about matches that aren't 50-50 booking. You actually let them really destroy each other. But the right arm of Misawa is ruined. To think I was only born 3 months after this match. There we go. Attacking the arm. Under and over. Going for another arm breaker. Number 6 off the shoulder. German suplex. But Misawa's back up. There's an arm drag. Cross arm breaker. It's locked in. Misawa's managed to get to the ropes. Very clever. Your final match, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, obviously, is your final match of the evening, which is the final four. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold versus Vader versus The Undertaker for the vacant WWE title, because Shawn Michaels lost his smile. Fun stream is better than talking about current WWE. Ain't that the truth? Misawa catches the leg of... Kobashi catches Misawa. He was going for an enziguri, but he doesn't get the chance because he hits a very vicious suplex. Brings him down. Alright, Stampede, how's it going? Vicious back suplex from Kobashi, downs Misawa. Front face kick. Forearm strike. Fat. Kobayashi holding his hand. He's in pain. In fact, I will leave. Actually, this will be the last match actually of the night. We'll do some more tomorrow. Actually, yeah, we'll do the final four tomorrow. We'll definitely do the final four tomorrow. We'll start early. We'll start at 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow, and we'll do 5 matches. We'll do 5 matches tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's mostly WWE matches tomorrow, but they are actually good WWE matches, so don't worry. I'm going to repackage the order tonight, and I'll try and make them a little bit more diverse, so we get a little bit of a mixture of companies, because I don't want it just to be the same. So I'll split some of these up tonight after the stream ends. But please do like, share, and subscribe, and share this stream if you like the concept. Put a thumbs up. Obviously, I want more people to enjoy this. Outside the ring, Misawa in control for the first time in a long time. Kobayashi thrown back in the ring. Misawa cover. 1, 2, kick out. This is the Kobayashi versus Misawa match from January 20th, 1997 for the All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown Championship. There's the corkscrew shoulder tackle from Misawa. Clutching at his right hand. He's been getting battered black and blue this whole match. Misawa brings up Kobayashi to his feet. Goes for a double underhook. There's a gut kick. Clothesline counter. German suplex. Yes. Lands Misawa on the back of his head. Misawa lands Kobayashi in the back of his head. And he sells it really well. The build up to WrestleMania 13 was ahead of it. It was so well done. Here we go. Double underhook one more time. There's the Tiger Bomb. That was a botch. If you look at that pin cover, that was a botch. The 99 match was good, but 97 just does more for me. The 97 match actually has more dominant spells than most of them. Misawa on the ring apron. Vicious forearm strike. Downs Kobayashi. Misawa up to the top rope. We're about to hit 3 hours. Front dropkick countered into a lariat. Misawa and Kobayashi's holding his arm. Again, his arm is in pain. It's a Very good wrestling match. In the cover. Kick out again. Do you prefer Misawa Kobashi or Quada? Depends on the context. Depends on who you've got them against. Kobashi bringing Misawa to his feet. He's got a waist lock, pile driver attempt, fails. Lifts him up. Power bomb. There's a follow-away power bomb. I prefer Misawa versus Kobayashi, but Misawa versus Quada is a very underrated series of matches. The falling power bomb is kicked out. Kobashi is completely shocked here. Drop kick on the back of the head. And a running leg drop. Misawa eats that leg drop in the back of his head from Kobayashi. Their 0-3 match is good, yeah. But they were so old at that point that it's not as good as the other ones, but it's still a good match. Kobayashi has a suplex mount on Misawa. Is he going to hit a brainbuster? No. A sit out inverted power bomb. 1, 2, and a kick out. Brilliant offense. Another cover attempt by Kobayashi. Excellent match this has been. That brainbuster set out power bomb was always a cool move. Kobayashi feels it. He feels the wind's coming somewhere. There's the lariat. Boom! Misawa is stunned. Kobayashi's right arm is in serious pain. This is a very good match. Heavy hitting, fast pace. Crowd has been exciting. Yes, it did. It'll always mean something. Misawa is trying to get away from Kobayashi, but no success. Both men on the apron. Ooh, vicious kicks to the back. Kobayashi doesn't give a fuck. I know it is horrible, but that's the way of the business. I'm afraid it can be good to you, or it can be horrible to you. Powerbomb countered into Hurricane Rana by Misawa. Kobayashi lands But Misawa does hit his head off the apron, unfortunately. Very sad state of affairs. But excellent counter. We have another 7 minutes to go. And then we're going to wrap up. Thank God for All Japan at this time, delivering this match. I'm going to add the All Japan logo to this thumbnail at the end, and I'll change the thumbnail when the video finishes. In fact, I'll do it just now. That means I've got it prepared. I need to see it. I haven't watched it. That logo will do nicely. Forearm strike from Misawa and the left arm lariat. German suplex. Misawa knocks Kobayashi on his arse, knocks him right down. There's the rolling forearm. Hello, Abul. There, I've added the All Japan logo. Now I'm just going to update it on the stream. This is the... Nah, it's alright, Abul. It's alright. I'll be doing this one again tomorrow as well, so you've not missed much. Plus, you can always watch us back if you want to as well. Let's see how this looks. Before, after. It looks better with the All Japan logo. I can't not have the All Japan logo on there. It's not right. Kobayashi, chop to the side of the head, forearm from Misawa. Headbutt to the groin, and there's a rolling forearm back of the head. Oh, 337 subscribers. Nice. Thank you so much, everybody. 7.9k views for the month and 620 watch hours. Absolutely fucking cooking this month. Yeah, I don't know what that was. This one first. Tiger suplex. Oh, New Japan's amazing, but this is All Japan. But New Japan, if you want a match to watch first, watch this one. Let me just get it for you. part of the Okada Omega series, but Dominion is one of the best matches you'll ever watch. Closing stages of the match, here we go. Misawa back on his feet. Straight chop to the face from Kobayashi. Goes for a back elbow, misses. Double underhook fails. Attempt 2. 3. Tiger Driver 91. Kick out. Tiger Driver 91. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kurt Angle is another great New Japan match. I'm gonna add that to the list as well. It's one of my personal favourites, to be fair. There we have 70. I don't need to watch Kim Justice to know why Misawa was champion. I don't need to do that. I already know. 74 matches logged tonight. Like, I already know that stuff. He's going for the dragon suplex. Straight on the back of the head. Misawa the man. Misawa the master. Plus, I don't really need to watch Kim Justice, to be honest. She's a decent content creator, but I'm good. Running forearm. In the cover. 3. 42 minutes, 6 seconds. And we will do this again tomorrow. Starting with the Final 4. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends if you like wrestling content. Get them involved. Get them included. But we've had some fun. We've had some great matches. There's so much tomorrow. We're doing it again. Good night, everybody. Thank you, one and all. You guys are perfect. Simply perfect.